Hey Billionaire Squad, it's your girl Donna the B, and I'm back with another video. So I'm just about to, I told y'all we are going to be going over Stretch the Money, the book. I hope that you all contact me for your author copies so I can sign one and send it to you. But I wanted to come by and read another chapter to y'all. We talked about God bless those who invest the other day, but today we're going to be talking about numbers, making numbers, because the reason why I want to talk about this chapter is because I feel like people have their eyes so set on the end result that they don't admire the entire journey, okay? So there's always a journey to the end goal. And if you understand how one good relationship will lead to multiple good relationships, or if you understand how one order will lead to 4 orders, like how word of mouth travels, if you understand how um, hundreds make thousands and thousands make millions, you got to understand that numbers make numbers. And y'all know I'm heavy on the God. I love God. And one thing that I learned from reading the Bible is God says, do not despise small beginnings. And with that being said, I learned how to compound, which means I might get an order for $20, I might get an order for $40, I might get an order for $80, but at the end of the day, I appreciate them all, and I make sure that I put everything where it's supposed to go in order for it to, turn out to be what I want it to be. Okay, because entrepreneurship, nobody's making our checks for us. We are making our own checks, and it comes from knowing what to do with money, knowing how to appreciate the small things until they become bigger things, and just knowing how to compound. Like when I talk about trading and stuff like that, I might make $30 on a trade, and I might make $60 on a trade, and I might make $1,000 on a trade. But because I knew how to appreciate the small things, I was able to compound and continue to keep going. So, okay. Numbers make numbers. Join an organization or build your own. That's what this chapter says. So, long-lasting relationships are very valuable. A credible reputation and references are great ways to lock in success. Okay, for somebody very influential, or even somebody that's not influential, for somebody to speak good on your name, it draws other people to your services, to your products, and before you know it, that person gonna tell another person, and another person gonna tell another person. So always make sure, no matter who they are, you provide them great service and you provide them great products. Don't think, oh, because this one person is only buying $8 worth of something, you're not gonna put them a thank you card or something beautiful in their box and like put their package together pretty. Everybody should receive, no matter how much or how less they're spending with you, everybody should receive the best of customer service that you can offer them, because that word is going to travel around. Okay? When people know you to be honest and trustworthy, they don't mind allowing you to be a part of their business family. So I think that this is very important. I want to tell y'all, because don't sit with certain individuals and be one way, and then with other individuals you want to portray a different characteristic, because being a trustworthy stand-up individual, that is a full circle characteristic. That's something that you want to do everywhere all the time, because you just never know who's watching, and you never know what words people are going to pass about you. Okay, so I understand that some people do lie on your name or whatever like that, but if it's not true, it's not true, and God always gonna vindicate you when somebody's saying something about you that's not true. So just focus more on the things that are true, and always focus more on displaying trustworthy character, good ethics. You know what I'm saying? Because that make people be like, oh, I saw how that person saw somebody drop some money, they picked it up and chased them down to give it to them. I think I'm cool with inviting them into my circle, because I know that they trustworthy. I know that they have good character. I know they're not a thief. I know that they're gonna be a stand-up individual. So your character all around, no matter whether you're at the store, whether you're at the restaurant, whether you're at the hospital, whatever it is, your character is going to people are watching, basically, is what I'm saying. So in order to dominate industries, your word, your work, and your character must be respectable. Okay? One thing about it, if you ever heard somebody say, well, I can't trust a man who cheat on his wife, because if he would cheat on somebody who he loved, who he is like basically he's supposed to be one with through life, then I know he'd do me dirty. You know what I'm saying? So you might think because you with all guys that everybody is condoning your madness. But to be honest, a lot of people will peep your character and they won't say nothing, but they will act accordingly. You will be the person that they don't want in their network because they can't trust you, because they saw how you would treat your own family, your own flesh and blood. Okay? So your word, your work, and your character must be respectable. Always keep that in mind. It takes you a very long way in business and life, in anything. There are people everywhere just like you looking to build a partnership, but you have to be willing to be interactive and progressive. Okay? Don't expect things to just come to you. Like I said in my other video, be open to new things. Sometimes you can be the first one to speak. Sometimes a lot of people are standoffish because they don't know how you're going to respond. You know what I'm saying? I met this one girl. She was like, well, I really like your personality, but I didn't talk to you at first because, you know, I pretty much like to feel people vibes out first. So sometimes you have to be the one to speak first, and it's not a bad thing. It could be the very door that you needed to open, okay? Don't be the person in the group everyone hates to see coming because you're all talk and no action, okay? That's a funny one, because have you ever just been around somebody but they talk a good game, but when you really get to know them, they ain't really standing on none of the business that they say they standing on. They, you know what I'm saying, everybody willing to put up, say it's a network of people and everybody willing to be like, okay, well, I got 1,000 on it, I got 1,000 on it, I got 1,000 on it, but then the other person, they talk all of this big, you know, rah-rah, but they not even in a position to set themselves up for, you know, the investment that everybody's finna make. So basically, like, what I'm saying is, don't be the type of person where all you got is talk, but you don't have no action behind your character, okay? Because a person who is willing to say, I don't have it, or a person that's willing to say, I don't know about that, I'm not really too educated on that topic. A person who is willing to be honest is better than a person who acts like they have it all together. Because once they find out that you flaw, people don't trust people like that. They don't want to do business with people like that. You actually look pretty much crazy when you do stuff like that. So it's better for you to be like, well, I'm not in that area of my business to do such a thing, or I'm not really educated on those type of investments, so I'm not going to include myself and stuff like that. Like, it's better. Having good character is not being a people pleaser. Having good character is not doing what other people think or expect of you. You know what I'm saying? What's up? How you doing? Having good character is basically being trustworthy, being honest, being yourself no matter who you're around, not changing your character because of what other people expect of you or what's going on around you. Having good character is when you have integrity. You know what I'm saying? Whether you are the less educated in the room or whatever, if you have integrity, that makes you have good character. You're honest, that makes you have good character. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be the type of person that's just like pretending or, you know, acting like you're something that you're not in order for you to gain a network, because that's actually going to get you kicked out of the network quicker than anything. Because once they find out that you're not trustworthy, that you're a liar, that you got all bark no bite, nobody wants to be dealing with nobody like that. For sure, confidence is everything too, because people can have more than you, but not only your confidence, but your integrity, your honesty, your willing to learn, just those characteristics that cannot be bought, those things are going to have people like, oh, I like him because he willing to learn. I like her because she know how to listen more than she speaks. She's willing to, you know, she's willing to learn how to become whatever it is that we are creating in this room, instead of acting like, oh, I got it all together and I don't need no help. Like, integrity is more than just being a people pleaser or being the loudest or being, you know, the attention seeker and stuff like that. So just always keep in mind that good character will take you further than um, just being this person that got it all together. Because when you honest enough to say, I don't have it all together, that makes you look 10 times better than somebody who fake it. Okay? Don't be the one that is not doing right with information and wasting everyone else's time. Okay, so have you ever had somebody where you can teach them from sun up to sundown, they're not going to utilize none of the information? Like, I taught you how to do everything I'm doing, but yet you still coming to me to do it. Like, I taught you how to do taxes, but you still coming to me to do your taxes. Like, so basically you wasted all of that time that I put into teaching you a skill that can make you money for a lifetime. So don't be the type of person when you are into a network, you're hearing the information, you're making it your business to be involved with these people, but you're not utilizing any of the information. Your life will reflect if you're utilizing the information. If you always need to borrow something, we pretty much know you ain't doing your financial literacy information. Okay? If you always the one who, you know what I'm saying, business is in the negative, we can tell that you're not picking up on the marketing information. We can tell that you're not picking up on the productivity information. Like, utilize the information. If you're in a room with people who have resources, if you're in a room with people who are sharing knowledge, make sure that you are the type of person who utilizes the knowledge and the resources that are being extended to you, because you can best believe that it's probably people somewhere that will only wish they can get in this room that you are in. So don't waste people's time. Okay? Peers or mentors that are on fire for success do not take well to people that are just in the way. Okay? Pick that up. Everyone that is a part of an organization should have something to bring to the table. Even if it's not the most money, even if it's not the most successful business, you have something to bring to the table, okay? No one should just be dragging behind, holding everyone back from success. The time a person is wasting with you, they could be investing that time into someone who is hungry for change, okay? Somebody who is open to change and willing to do the work is way more valuable than somebody who appears to have it all together, but they're not willing to actually take the steps and be vulnerable enough to make the changes, okay? Building an organization is about empowerment, sharing information, and being supported to one another, being supportive to one another. Even those people that we think have it all together have days where they just need one word of encouragement or just one moment of laughter to get them through the day. Maybe their issue was never money. They had all the resources in the world, just needed a friend, and you were in the right place and shared the right uplifting word, and that person wrote you a grant to launch your small business. You'll be surprised how good character and authenticity will change your life. The lazy person in the group project. We had to work with y'all in school, but not now. You're gonna get okay. You funny. In school we really did have to, no matter what they was offering, whether they was doing the work or not, we still had to work with them. You ain't lying about that. Not that you had even asked for it, but it was a sincere thank you. That's what a network is about. We are better together. Divided, we will not conquer the big giants we are facing, like poverty and racism. The simplest thing we can do to make change seems to be so hard for us, but only if we pull together to genuinely help each other, how much of a more powerful people we would be. Okay, so that is the Number Make Number series, and I saw only one typo in this book so far, so I'm just thankful. I'm proud of myself for even going this far, and I pray that this book help a lot of people just shift their mindset into feeling like nothing is bigger than you. Nothing is bigger than you. God gave us the power to do all things, and you just have to program your mind to understanding the authority that you have and understanding that everything on this earth is beneath us for real. We are powerful beings. But we have to really just take what it is that we want. We have to not give up. So listen, if you know anything about marketing, right, they have some type of retention rate where, say for instance, you got to call 100 people to get 10 sales, right? So that means 99 people told you no. 90 people, I'm sorry. That means 90 people told you no in order for you to get those 10 yeses. So if it takes 90 people to tell you no in order for you to get 10 yeses, you have to kind of understand how tough entrepreneurship really is. This not a, oh, the first person I talk to gonna say yes to me. That's not how this works. But just because the first 1 or 5 people did not tell you yes does not mean that you don't have a good product. It does not mean that your business is not worthy. It does not mean that this is a failing business. It just means that you have to continue to generate leads, and it means that you have to work harder at closing whatever it is that you're trying to close, but it's not a means for giving up. So with that being said, all 2024 we stretching the money, y'all. If you know anybody who needs this book, who this book might help, make sure that you have them reach out to me. I did get some orders yesterday. I'm going to sign their books and send them to them personally because I like the author signature inside. So once God do what he doing in my life, you can say, I truly received my handwritten copy from that girl. So with that being said, y'all, numbers make numbers. Do not despise small beginnings. Appreciate everything. Show gratitude for everything. Show gratitude for every person. Like I say, it doesn't matter if somebody only spent $4 with you or if they spent $400 or $4,000 with you. Every customer should receive the best of service that you can offer them. And that will take your business so far simply because that person is going to tell somebody, and that next person going to tell somebody else, and that next person might tell somebody who know a boatload of people, and they're going to tell a whole lot of people. So just always keep your character on T, keep your character on point. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna eventually be what it's gonna be because God see your work. He see your work ethic. But if you quit, you don't get nowhere. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. I'm about to be on my Kingdom Kid channel, and I will see y'all in my next video.